When I was a freshman, he was a sophomore. And from that moment on, like, it was sparks. It was magic. We were inseparable.
Sparks and magic. You are inseparable now because you're on the opposite side of my courtroom. My goodness. Love at first sight?
Yes, automatically.
Automatic?
Yes. To me, she's one of the most beautiful people I've ever met in my life. But the way that things have unraveled was quite surprising to me because we're about order, we're about functionality. At least I thought we were, ma'am. And so I don't know what happened, but it happened, and so we're here today.
Okay, let's go back to what happened. Where were you all in school?
In Alabama, A&M. We ended up falling in love so deep and so fast that it ended up being 10 years. We had been together for 10 years.
Wow.
Before we decided to officially get married.
So tell me about the 10 years. I mean, obviously things were going well if this relationship lasted for 10 years. So tell me about the relationship.
So if I can indulge a little bit, his family is affluent. His father is actually a judge and his mother owns her own catering business.
Oh, wow.
My family, you know, hardworking. My mother worked hard to keep food on our table. So I came from a lower income family, but he was like the yin to my yang, you know?
Ah.
Yeah.
Something must have gone really wrong. I mean, because it sounds so wonderful. How would you describe the relationship over these 10 years?
Well, I thought it was a regular blossoming relationship. I had proposed in Savannah some time back. We were supposed to have our wedding in June. I thought that the relationship was secure because I had brought stability and normalcy to the relationship.
I just don't understand how you all...
So I want to say that even though our relationship overall was really great, and he may not have done this on purpose, there were times where he reminded me of what he had done for me. Maybe even if it was unintentional, I was, you know, constantly reminded of the money that he spent on me, the influence that he, you know, gave off. I was aware of it after he had proposed, which was really spontaneous the way he had done it.
Okay, so tell me about the proposal before you go any further. I love romantic stuff. You know, I hear so many negative heart things in court. So, you know, when I can get these romantic stories, I want to hear it. So tell me briefly about the proposal.
Yeah, so kind of spontaneously, he decided that we go to Savannah, Georgia, because there's beaches out there. It's really fun and beautiful. Yeah,
because you know I'm a Georgia girl. You know I'm from Georgia. Yeah, I love Savannah.
It was really beautiful, and we were on the pier, walking, just talking, laughing. I looked out on the ocean for a minute, and when I turned back around, he was down on one knee. And it literally took me by surprise. I thought it was just another one of our dates. I mean, even though we were out of town, so it was a little bit special, but I didn't expect him to, after 10 years.
He gets down on one knee?
Yes. Yeah, after 10 years, it had finally happened, and I was super, and so I wanted to honor that. And so I decided that I told him I would pay for our wedding fully.
And you said what?
Well, at first, Your Honor, I know that it's up to the bride's side of the family to pay for it, but I didn't mind her paying for the wedding. I felt the way because I'm not a 50-50 man. I do believe in paying for everything, and I do pay for mostly everything. But when it came down to the wedding, she just insisted as an honor.
A nice gesture.
A nice gesture.
I think she was saying that you've done so much for her and that your family has done a lot, and this is something she wanted to do.
For sure.
So how in the world are you all on opposite sides of my courtroom today, and why are you suing him?
Your Honor, to be honest, outside of the $15,000 bill that I was left with, I've had to go to the doctor for emotional distress.
But why? Wait a minute, I don't understand. See, you've been living this for a long time. You're new to my courtroom. I'm trying to understand what happened. So what happened?
The only thing I can think of is a few weeks before our wedding, I got a job offer to actually moved to Seattle because they had some data analytics with companies that they wanted me, you know, to be a part of. And when I mentioned it to him, he was very, you know, uncomfortable, standoffish, which made sense.
Did you expect him to move to Seattle?
I mean,
I'm just asking.
I expected him to heavily consider it.
You wanted him to consider this job offer and wanted him to consider moving.
Yes.
Right.
Just to consider it.
Just consider it. All right, so what was going on, Jordan? What were you thinking about this? Because we really still have not, through all of this, we haven't even talked about the money yet. Right. So what was happening?
Well, Your Honor, to be honest, my biggest problem is Keisha will sit up there and say, because things are stable, because things are normal, that we're not being spontaneous enough. There isn't enough life in the relationship from time to time. Even though I pay for vacations, we go to Savannah, we go to other beaches, we go everywhere around the world. And
those are all prompted by me.
Yes, but they're paid for by me.
What did you say?
Like, I'm the reason why we do those things. If it was up to Jordan, we would sit at home and play Scrabble.
Yes.
All the time.
Wait.
All the time. I love Scrabble.
Hold it. First of all, do you know how many women would?
That's what I tell her all the time. I could be at the club.
I mean, come on now. You listen. I need to give you some reality checks here.
And ma'am, I do not play Scrabble. I play.
I know she was just saying that to be comical and just to make the point. But here is a man who's hardworking, who's got a career. Do you know how many women listening at home right now who, if they could talk back to the TV, would say, "Girl, what are you thinking?" Do anything to have a man like this. I'm telling you, I know what I'm talking about because I have seen it over and over and over and over again. But why are you suing him?
Your Honor, I brought our ring. He can have this ring back. I want my $15,000 back.
For what?
Because he pretty much left me at the altar 2 weeks before our wedding, right after I came home from my Vegas bachelorette trip. Had a good time, didn't do nothing too wild in Vegas. I came home.
Yeah, if you were in Vegas, you all did some stuff.
I'm telling you, it was really a normal trip.
I'm teasing.
I get home and I go to open my fridge, grab me a snack, and there's a note that I brought it here. There's a note that he left on the refrigerator. And Your Honor, the note said goodbye forever.
Let me see this. And pass me the ring, too, while we're passing things. So, Jordan, did you leave this note in the refrigerator?
I did, Your Honor.
And tell me why you left this note. Not just goodbye, but goodbye forever.
Yes.
Come on, talk to me.
Well, it was one of those things, ma'am, where before the information that I brought to the court for today, before this information was divulged onto me, everything was fine. Everything was normal. And Keisha wanted her bachelorette party a little bit earlier than the wedding, and so earlier than mine. And so I said, go ahead, go to Vegas, have a great time, paid for everything, yet again. And it's just one of those things where...
You paid for the bachelorette party, too?
Of course I did. She paid for the wedding. It was only fair.
He didn't pay for everything. My homegirl paid for some of it.
Yeah, so basically... I've seen certain things happen in the household, and it's unrepairable. And it's unrepairable because of the fight that happens afterwards.
Yeah.
And
something must have really gone way sideways
yes, Your Honor.
for you to leave this kind of note.
Yes, Your Honor.
So what happened?
To be honest, Your Honor,
That's what I'd like to know.
I found out that through a mutual friend of ours, Keisha had an affair with my friend Tay. And that's why we're here today.
Whoa.
And it was better for me to just go ahead and leave the messy drama behind that I knew it was going to be, this spontaneous fighting and whatnot.
Wait a minute, she was having an affair. She had sex with your good friend of 10 years.
Of 10 years. Of all people that she could have slept with, she slept with my best friend. And it hurt. It hurt.
Come on, Jordan, for real?
Yeah. And so...
When did he tell you this? Because this is my first time hearing of this.
How about 3 weeks before you decide to go off to Vegas and have whatever time that you had, okay? How about that? And so, Your Honor, he came to me as a friend and just confessed this, and I had to make a decision. I was mad at him at first, I admit, but at the same time, though, in the situation, I have to look at it, my best friend, who I grew up with, or this person who I've been putting all these resources into.
I'm the one who feels most of the critiquing, actually.
No one judges you.
Wait. I don't want to hear about critiquing. I don't want to hear any of this. Did you sleep with Tay? Did you sleep with Tay?
Your Honor.
Did you? No, Your Honor. Yes or no? Did you sleep with Tay?
The night in question.
Can you answer the question?
See, Your Honor. See,
you're full of it.
I was under the influence.
I didn't ask you that.
always the liquor with you.
I got this. You don't have to say nothing.
Sorry.
I got this.
Sorry,
I got this.
I apologize.
And you almost stood here and started lying like, oh, you gonna bleed Tate over me? That's what you started to say when he was telling the
Your
story.
Honor, his best friend has always been in the middle of our relationship.
The question is, did you sleep with his best friend?
That's what he says. I'm not.
Oh, girl, you don't want me to come down off this bench today. You really...
See, Your Honor?
Did you sleep with Tay, his best friend?
Fine. Sure.
Fine,
That's what you
sure?
want to hear. Fine.
Fine, sure. You know what, Jordan? You are better off without her. You want $15,000 for the money you paid for the wedding? Is that what you want?
An entire wedding.
Oh, show me the receipts. Come on and show me the receipts.
That she ruined, Your Honor.
And also, after this situation, because he never gave me the chance. His father's a judge and he's an attorney, but he never came to me. Never came to ask me.
You just told me you slept with Tate. And then you're going to sit up here and lie about it. Oh, well, maybe I was drunk. Maybe I wasn't.
I don't recall that night.
Oh, now you don't recall. Now you don't recall. You're just full of it. So you want him to pay for this?
I mean, yes.
Okay. Well, we have a surprise witness. Let's see what they got to say. Could you bring them in, please?
Yes, Your Honor.
You brought evidence.
This way, sir.
I brought evidence.
Now, who are you?
How you doing, Your Honor? I'm Tay Rogers.
Oh, you're Tate.
Wow.
Oh.
Wow.
Ooh.
Wow.
Ooh-wee.
Real convenient.
What do you have to tell me?
Basically, what's been going on is Jordan here, a great man, great person. I've known him since I was a kid.
Let's get to the bottom line, Tate.
Okay. Jordan had me drop his car off at Keisha's place, and well, I was invited in that day, even though I was just supposed to drop the car off.
Well, why'd you go in?
See, that's a good question, Your Honor.
Yeah, that is a good question.
Usually, I'm pretty comfortable with being over there at their apartment, you know.
You pretty much invited yourself
He's
in.
here all the time.
Right.
Yeah, okay, this is
And-
your best friend, so it's not uncommon that you wouldn't be in the house. Okay, go ahead.
So, you know, and I had came there objectively just for one mission, to drop off the vehicle and leave. But bottom line is, we ended up drinking, me and Keisha, and she kind of discussed with me how she felt about Jordan. You know, kind of to tell me, basically told me like, you know, hey, he's a good guy, he's a stand-up man, but I'm looking for like kind of a hot boy. Yeah, and she's in pursuit of someone who's, you know, just more, has a little bit more, you know,
I
into
did
him.
not say that to him, Your Honor.
Your Honor, yes, she did.
Wait a minute, you have changed your story so many times. You say you don't even remember. Now you don't remember. Now you say you didn't say something. Just hush. Go ahead.
And well, after that, you know, we had another drink, and I'm kind of like just taking it all in, you know, thinking about my main man Jordan. And I'm like, man, like this is low-key a lot.
All right, I don't need to know all of that. I need to know what happened, Tate. What happened between you and Keisha?
Tell the truth.
All right, Keisha.
How you gonna tell him to tell the truth when you said you
That's
don't
what I'm
even
saying,
remember
Your Honor,
it
like-
happening? You said you were so intoxicated, you don't even remember
Well, I
it
just want
happening.
him to tell the truth because I feel like he's not being
We
honest.
need you to tell the truth.
Yeah,
That's what
we
you
need the
to tell
truth.
Well,
You
you know, what we
to-
need is for you to hush. Go ahead.
So we started drinking. She starts, you know, talking to me about Jordan, and next thing you know,
He's basically saying she's bored with Jordan.
yeah, like she's bored with him. You know, she's not really feeling what they got, you know, going. So I'm
Did that mean feeling what they got going sexually? Is that what she was saying?
pretty much.
Pretty much.
Yes, Your Honor. So, and you know, one thing leads to another. You know, we take another drink, and next thing you know, she's on top of me.
So did you go back and tell Jordan what happened?
Yes, Your Honor.
So what did you say to him?
I kind of like just spilled the beans right there.
So you forgave him?
Yeah, it was hard at first, Your Honor.
I bet it was.
Yeah, it definitely was.
Your Honor, so he gets to say his side and get forgiveness and I don't?
Your Honor, again, I did some things, slept with my best friend's woman, but
Yeah, that's messed up.
that's yes.
I'm just gonna tell you. But he forgave you. You did tell him the truth. Now Keisha's in here suing for $15,000, $10,000 for all the wedding expenses, and your psychological
I haven't
counseling.
even been barely able to work. Nobody, my family won't talk to me. My friends won't talk
I wonder
to me.
why. I am exercising so much restraint today. She has gone from it didn't happen. It took me at least, 4 or 5 questions to get her to finally say that she did, because you even said it didn't happen at one point. So you have no credibility in here.
Ooh.
This is not right. Your Honor.
This is exactly how I feel about this. Get them out of here. Your case is dismissed. And if you ever sleep with your best friend's woman again, you know, there's a place in hell for you.
Again,
Do you
so he
understand?
gets the chance to do it again.
Get the hell out of here. Get him out. Get her out of here. Get her out of here.
Appreciate you, Your Honor.
I said get her out of here.
Judge Hatchett has ruled in favor of the defendant. The plaintiff's case has been dismissed.